Morning, fam. Mark 11 and Matthew 21 are the chapters that I was reading this morning. And what's what stuck out to me from these passages this morning was actually the events around the fig tree. And in Matthew 21, it's kind of a short version of what happened. It said that Jesus went to the fig tree. There weren't any figs on it. He cursed it. It withered up immediately. The disciples were amazed that he could do that, and then that's when Jesus said, "Well, listen, um, if you say to this mountain, um, move to the sea, and if you ask in believing, then you will receive it," type of a thing. But Luke 11 goes into more detail about the story and about his instruction around it. Luke 11 tells us that when Jesus went to the fig tree, it was not the fruit season for the fig tree. So he knew that it wouldn't have any fruit on it. And so we know from the beginning that Jesus went to that tree at that time and withered the tree as an object lesson for what he was about to teach the disciples. And and then Luke 11 goes on to say, Mark 11 goes on to say, Jesus tells them about, throwing the mountain into the sea and believing and all of that. But the way Mark rolls it out is, he says, if you ask anything, believing that you have received it, that you'll receive it. And so Jesus links, or he makes the condition of receiving something, asking with the belief that God's already done it. And so, what came to my mind is just like friends or family members who aren't saved, or relationships that need to be repaired. And there are some things that we just think, oh man, this will never happen, but I pray for it. And maybe if I just pray enough and long enough or whatever, that, through persistence, God will do it. But God's saying here, believe that he's already done it. And we ask that way, and that God answers those prayers. And that's not like some mystical, thing. I really think, it's just the fact that God operates and exists outside of time. So whatever we pray for that we would like to happen in God's economy has already happened, right? He lives in the eternal present. And so I don't think it's some mystical thing where it's like we're making it happen through our belief. It's just that God's saying, listen, I'm sovereign over all things. The things that you're praying for, I've already done. I just need you to trust me and believe me in it. And then Mark 11 adds another part of it, and that is forgiveness. And so immediately after that instruction, Jesus says that if you want God to forgive you, you need to forgive others. And I just think it's great because what I keep saying Luke, Mark 11 does is it pairs those two, right? Our trust and belief in the sovereign God to move in the events of our day, and our forgiveness and graciousness to those around us. Those are the two things that we need to operate within: faith in God and forgiveness of others.